Water review, crisp.
Yourself black so you can say the N-word?
Give me the creatine. One that you can do that with is Spider-Man.
3, 2, 1. Hey mates, how you legends doing? And people call me the Babadoe. And I'm joined with my co-host,
Low Power.
and
Hello
this
everyone.
is two lads on deck chairs.
Let's go. Welcome back everybody.
Yes, a bit of a break.
Yes, a bit of a break. A new intro, which you may have seen. So keep your eye out for what's coming up next.
And a new format, I would
Yep.
say. So we've got a new style, and we'll hope you all enjoy.
Yeah.
We've broken up into 4 segments.
Yeah, well, I think, I hadn't fully pitched this idea to Connie, but I reckon what we could do is we have 6 possible segments, and then we can break it up into, chunks.
yeah.
And so each week we can have, just a segment, and then we have the intro to that segment, and then, we can move on to that. But to sort of get right onto it, let's start with our first segment, which is the movie review. Reviewing is
Into the Spider-Verse.
Isn't it Across the Spider-Verse?
Or is it? No, the Into the
Into
Spider-Verse
the first one.
Okay,
Yeah.
Across the Spider-Verse.
The new Spider-Man film, basically.
Yeah,
Across
the animated one.
Because it's isn't it like they're titling them Into, Across, and then Beyond?
Yeah.
I think that's
It
what
was originally part 1, part 2, but then they switched it to Beyond.
Yeah. I think that's fair enough.
Alright. Are you ready for a 1 minute
I've got
review?
my 1 minute. So this is going to be our no spoilers talk. So if you want to watch this,
Click off, watch the video.
Well, you can. This is the no spoilers
yeah,
talk.
so watch this first, and then
And
go
then
watch
you,
the
then
movie,
you can go watch the movie
and then come back. Unless you want to hear spoilers.
Unless you wanna hear
Sometimes
spoilers.
I'm like that.
Sometimes they're full. Right.
Right,
So
3.
who's asking what? Are we both doing? Do we have a minute together to say how much we like the movie?
I reckon. Do you want to say your minute spoiler free?
Well, technically you are the host.
Yes. So we're doing hosting now. I think.
How do you
Alright.
want to run it?
All right. We'll do me.
We'll do a combine. You get 40 seconds. I get the last 20.
Okay. You get final thoughts.
I get the final
Okay,
thoughts.
So you would have to
Alright.
click me.
Yeah, I will. I'll click you.
Okay.
Right. So we're gonna start the no spoilers minute.
3, 2, 1, go. I thought it was an alright film, and Spider-Man was really good. All the voice acting was pretty good. The animation is top quality. They spent a year on one of the characters, and all in all,
not
pretty
know that.
good film. I just think some parts are a bit forgettable. The whole narrative's a bit forgettable and predictable.
Is that a spoiler?
Is it? No.
The narrative?
You can't guess what I'm saying on that.
Okay, true. That's
You've
fine.
wasted my time.
No, keep going.
All the characters are lovable, acceptable. Some returning characters are not in there that much. I wish they had a bit more screen time. If you all want an exciting film for the family,
Never really know what's going on. Look at me.
I would recommend at home. Now,
That
this
was a
is
minute.
Pretty good.
An actual minute this time, not the last stupid attempt that we did.
We got it down now.
Yeah, we
We have a
actually did a minute. Okay,
Spoilers now. So,
yeah, now it's just free-flowing talk. I really like the film. Now, I did just hear what you just said about how the characters from the first, what's Porky Spider-Man?
yeah.
Spider-Pig? What's his name? Oh, Peter Porker, that's what
Yeah.
it was. Peter Porker, and those guys, they didn't have as much screen time as they did from the first one. But you can tell they're about to get a lot more in the third, right?
I was leaning towards Peter B. Parker,
Peter
the
B.
mentor.
The
I
mentor?
feel like he, outside of the joke of him having a kid called
Yeah.
Mayday, which I think is a brilliant name for it.
Mayday.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the kid's name, Mayday.
Okay. I'll be honest, didn't even realize. But anyway,
But
continue.
it's an awesome name. But I feel like he was very sidetracked for the film. Like he was,
Yeah.
they were both together in the first one, and you felt their connection.
It's comedic relief in
Yeah.
the second.
And then they were doing a mentoring thing.
Yeah.
And then like Miles was mentoring Peter by like having a kid and being responsible. And
Yeah.
then Peter was mentoring him. But now that's been sidetracked.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was kind of done dirty.
I think it's important though, like the whole premise is that Miles Morales is his own Spider-Man. He
Yeah.
doesn't fit the canon of every other
Of
Spider-Man.
I do like that.
I
And he's-
do like the idea that he's doing his own thing and maybe the other characters are getting somewhat sidelined. You know, I enjoyed the relationship, like sort of his relationship with Gwen. I think, you know, I quite like the relationship with Gwen. I think that the Gwen from, you know, her universe has some, obviously her own problems and her own issues to work out with. The scenes with Gwen and her father, the lieutenant, I don't know what it was about the art style. It seemed,
Yeah, I was very distracted. It's like
Yeah.
pastel colors.
yeah, pastel colors. Yeah. It was either you could tell that the scene would change and the mood would change because the entire scene's base color would shift. Like the room was entirely like just not detailed. It was just the one color most of the time.
It
with,
was
like,
a
little
story.
shades.
Yeah, it was very clever. How
But
they did it.
I didn't. I mean, it's clever. I think in the use of colors and motifs. But I think that the like every time that she went up to hug her dad, I don't know what it was, but it just didn't look right. Like artistic wise, the movie is awesome. The animation is absolutely incredible.
Animation top tier.
Top tier.
In the
Comic
stories,
book into movie.
the backstories for everyone and the stories
Oh,
within,
yeah.
top tier. The overall story, I wasn't a fan of.
Really, you didn't like it overall?
I think it might be
I
because
wanna
it's a
hear this.
parter.
I want to hear this.
But like, so I saw the trailers, right? They were hyping up the lobby. I always thought that was the intro start thing,
Same.
but then it was the climax, and that one kind of took me off guard.
Yeah, I've
Because-
been watching a lot of long movies recently, and like it now gets to a point where I can kind of tell when a movie's kind of been going on for a bit longer, and you know you get to that point where you're like, oh, how are they going to fit a climax and a resolution into the rest of this film because we are rapidly running out
Yeah,
of time.
I knew it was a parter, but
Yeah.
it just
I
felt...
didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I had no idea.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So you thought you saw the part 2 coming, or
Well,
you-
when
what point did you feel like it was coming to an end?
Well, I was just like, this is taking a long time, so I was waiting for a resolution to start happening, and then I watched the team coming together, and the music, the closing music, which we will use which we've used as the 60-second no spoiler thing, I really liked that, and that was hyping me up a lot. And so then it was like to be continued. I was like, oh, that's because I did know, I was told that it ended on a cliffhanger. That's all I was told. And so I knew that it ended on a cliffhanger, and then when it did end like that, I was like, I am so keen for the next one.
Yeah, it was a very interesting point they chose to end.
But I liked it, you know. If he's going to have to face himself as a villain, because he's meant to be the villain,
Yeah.
but he isn't, like, that's cool.
I like that it's a universe without Spider-Man. too,
Yeah.
Which is interesting. He stole that universe's opportunity.
Yeah, he didn't steal anything.
Well,
it was an accident.
It was an accident.
Yeah.
But he was not meant to be Spider-Man, so he was
Yeah.
meant to be Prowler, I guess.
Yeah,
Or-
he's probably meant to take in his uncle's footsteps.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, interesting.
So that's
cool.
It is an interesting storyline. It just rubs me a bit wrong. Like there's not very memorable moments at the start.
I think at the start it does seem to be just a lot of plot and a lot of setting up, which is just sort of what happens when you have a part 1 and a part 2, right? You have a lot of setup to then...
Did you watch the previous film before going into this one?
I didn't watch... I have seen it, but I didn't watch it and then go straight in
So I
afterwards.
did, and that's why I felt a bit jarring as a parter.
Yeah.
Because the first one's solid as a...
As just a standalone movie.
As a
Do you want
standalone-
a glass of water?
No, I've just got something in my throat. I don't know.
You should probably go get a glass of water.
Fine, mate. No.
Oh, water review. Crisp, fresh,
filter water.
clean.
I feel like this is about to break. Like last
If you
time.
break my chair, throw back to when Connor broke the last chair, bang, crack. You can pull that up.
All right, back to the movie.
Yes, back to the movie.
So I watched the first one, and that one's solid as a
standalone film.
As a standalone.
Got people interested.
Yep.
In the
And then
story
you
of
watch
Miles.
the next one, and it's a two-parter, but
Yeah.
it feels disjointed. I feel.
Yeah, look, I can see that. I think the tough part about making a film that you know is going to have a second part to it means that it's like
It's a double-edged sword, I feel
you
like.
give yourself liberty to leave a lot of things open-ended. But like I feel as though there wasn't enough resolution in this. I do kind of agree with you. There wasn't a lot of resolution in this first one. There was just a lot of maybe this question has been answered, maybe this problem has been solved, but we don't actually know. The whole, Spider-Man always loses the lieutenant because the lieutenant has to choose between a kid or something else.
Which is interesting, because Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man never did that.
But he had a bad back. You know?
Yeah, he had a bad back. He lost an uncle.
Yeah, exactly. So,
And then it's like MCU Spider-Man, so that was an interesting one to have. And I like Miles is just the annoyance, or like the anomaly that just
the anomaly, yeah.
stuffs everything up.
Yeah, everyone likes him except for the main guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just one of
Miguel. What do you think of Miguel?
those. Miguel,
Spider-Man 29.9.
angry Mexican is just kind of the vibes I was
He's also a vampire.
Yeah, which is crazy. I am interested to see, because he kept injecting himself with venom. I reckon he might be a secret big bad evil guy.
I feel like he's just like,
He gives me bad vibes.
yeah,
Like,
maybe. I don't know. I think that
he does. Like, I mean, I don't know.
I think he's meant to resemblance the establishment
The
kind of thing.
establishment. A Mexican resembling the establishment.
I know, right? Oh.
Usually it's a big white guy.
But it's like Spider-Punk against him.
Oh, I
Like,
loved
the rebellion.
Spider-Punk. I think was the ultimate plot armor in the history of plot armor. Everyone's just like, everyone's like, oh, we
I'm
trapped
out.
him, we trapped him, and the Punk's just like, hey, blow it up with your palms, man. And the kid's like, yeah, cool, and then he blows it up. Was like, sick. I'm like, I like this guy. He's cool. He's the exact. And then they're just like, oh well, what's his reason for doing it? He hates the establishment.
Yeah.
And then what he does, he dips and he just leaves. He just takes off his watch
and
then
steals other stuff.
I thought he was gonna give the watch to
Gwen.
because to Miles, because I thought that he's just dropped the watch on the ground. All that Miles had to do was run around and grab that watch, and then he could run away, right? But instead, he decides to try use the spider, which
return.
was creepy as shit.
It
by
was
the way.
creepy. It was an interesting design.
It was
I liked
so creepy, but it was so good.
Yeah.
But
it
fuck
was
me,
inventive. It's creative.
yeah, very creative. But still, I'm sitting there going I'm genuinely creeped out by this.
So it's like, you know what I mean? But you remember the ending. So you remember the lobby. You kind of remember India.
Well, the lobby scene was completely just that was what all the trailers hyped was
Yeah.
the memes and the jokes,
Yeah.
and how Spider-Man was part of now canon Spider-Man, and all of the canon events and stuff like that. Now that they're taking.
Oh, that's an awesome meme.
Yeah,
Bro, it's a canon event.
it's a canon event. You can't change this. Everyone loses something.
So the next plot of next Spider-Man is telling Miles' dad just to retire.
I don't think he will, because I think Miles' whole shtick is he's an anomaly. He's not going to let the same things happen to him. I reckon something will.
I feel like, because watching the first one, that the mum says it. She says, our family doesn't run away from things, Miles. So I think he's just going to go for it and just accept his fate. He's not going to run from something.
Yeah, I didn't think he ever was going to. I think that he's going to turn around and beat the shit out of the big bad evil guy. He's going to do something crazy. I'm interested to see
What do you think of
how
the
he beats Spot.
Yeah. What do you think of the villain on the top of villainy?
On the topic of villainy, I think the villain was good. It was... I mean, you showed me the meme just before, I'm going to say the N-word, Spider-Man. You made yourself black just so you could say the N-word? Yes. And video cut.
Man, just what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm saying the N-word.
but it's yeah, I think it's a good villain, a good idea. I think I found
Taking
it
a
cool.
D-lister.
I think it's like the whole he just wants to be recognized as a villain.
Yeah.
And it's too little too late type of thing.
Yeah.
And how like he ends up stuck inside himself, and because he's inside himself he can travel through universes, and it's like, that's kind of interesting, that's kind of cool. Because he runs out of spots or whatever the hell that means. And how Spider-Man also beats him by trapping him midway through all of said portals.
Yeah.
That's also kind of cool.
Yeah, he's very creative. I like how they went for not a known villain. 'Cause
Yeah.
they did that last film. They
I
just
did
sent
like
everyone known. But
Yeah,
now
everyone
they
known at him.
focused on making creative spin on. I like he's the
He
bagel
gets his own
guy.
villain. He gets his own villain.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool, right? Because again, he's an anomaly. He should have his own villain that he gets to fight. He doesn't fight the same villains that everyone else does.
Yeah.
So his nemesis is something that no one's ever faced before.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is cool.
yeah. So I like that. But all in all, I did actually really enjoy the film. I loved the soundtrack. I mean, I like the soundtrack of What's Up Danger, which is the opening song, and then the closing song of the second film. I
Yeah,
really
the
liked
ending
it.
was interesting.
I was
with
so
evil.
I'm so keen with Gwen pulling together the squad, and you see
the
fucking
OGs.
the diva variant of Spider-Man, from Overwatch. You put up two photos of them side by side; they're the exact same. And then you've got the silhouette Spider-Man and Peter Porker and
Noir.
which one? No,
Spider-Man
Noir. Spider Noir, whatever it is.
And then Peter B. Parker.
Yeah, Peter B. Parker, and then takes the kid. I like how the kid's got spider powers as well.
Yeah,
Like,
the kid's cute.
That's like, it's interesting because does that mean did the kid also get bit by a spider, or is it hereditary? Like, do spider powers go through birth? So
No.
what if Miles and Gwen had a kid? I mean, they're 15, so they're not going to yet. But like, maybe a lawyer, could you retract that statement, please, from the record? But like, say if they were, does that mean the kid's like Super Spider-Man?
Super Spider-Man?
Yeah. What happens if two people from two different two different dimensions reproduce?
I don't know. Do they just glitch constantly?
Yeah, the baby's constantly just going, what the
Too many questions.
Birth isn't required. Baby just glitches out of the womb.
What are cool things in it? What do you think of live action Prowler?
Live action Prowler.
Donald Glover is just there as
Oh
Prowler.
yeah, I did like the subtle references and the subtle changes from live action to comic, and
Yeah.
how all of them were just showing different types of animation, different types
Video
of
game.
art, video games. All of them. Oh yeah, the roommate was playing Spider-Man on the PS
Yeah.
on the PS5 or whatever it was, like in the room, and it took me until the last second to notice. Like, wait a second, he's playing Spider-Man, which is with Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is that? That's so sick.
Yeah, it's, it's excellent with details.
Yeah, and I do like how the roommate knows, and he's just like, I'm not going to be your guy in the chair. Like, I'm not going to be your guy in the chair. Screw you, man. And it's like, that's kind of funny. Again, anomaly.
Yeah.
Usually the roommate's like, yeah, I'll help you out, I'll help you out. This roommate's like, fuck off, bro. I'd rather play your video game than help you out,
I'd rather be Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend to be Spider-Man, man. And wearing his shoes as well.
The family's good. I like
Yeah.
the dad.
Family's good. I like the vibes.
I just wish things I'd change. Okay, what would you change if you were in charge of the film? Things I would do is give Spider B. Parker, the main guy, more screen time.
More screen time. Okay.
I would have had him show up to the dimension first, maybe. Because Gwen shows up first.
Yeah.
I felt like he would have come to visit as well. I don't buy that Miguel talked him out of it or something.
Maybe it was a kid thing. Maybe a kid's on the line.
Yeah. I would have had...
I still am sus about the vampire powers of Miguel. I'm sus. The second he had that scene of him, like,
That's just the comics. That's
dripping more, like, he takes more venom and continually injects himself with it. Nah, bro.
That's his comics.
I'm not a fan.
He didn't get bitten by a spider.
Is that his? Does he actually have one? Does he actually have a comic or no?
Yeah, he's got plenty of comics, movies, games.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. He's a
Huh?
big character. Spider-Man 2099. He's got claws and vampire powers.
Where did that come from?
It's just been there for ages.
Oh,
Under your nose. He's just Spider-Man from the future. He's
What the
like
shit?
He's based on Batman Beyond.
What the hell? Well,
So Batman Beyond is Batman in the future, and then they made Spider-Man Unlimited, which made Spider-Man 2099 or something like that.
well, there's a bit of comic book
But he
knowledge
has
that I
a
did
big
not know.
history.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because I got bad vibes from him the whole time.
Well, I think that was intentional. He's just not meant to be funny Spider-Man. That's his
Yeah.
whole deal. He's
His
just
whole deal.
fully serious.
He's just super, super serious. Yeah, okay, interesting. So, yeah, because most Spider-Man's like, hey, we deal with things with humor, man. That's just how we run. And he's like, no, we don't. And it's like, oh, right. Okay. Well, maybe I fell for the biggest movie ploy in the world.
What other characters? What do you think of Indian Spider-Man?
Indian?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mumbattan.
Yeah, in Mumbattan. Bruh, the soundtrack for that?
Sick. Oh.
Absolutely loved it. And he had I don't know
The
what it's
yo-yo.
called, the yo-yo thing. And, like, he just was always, like, even when it didn't even seem relevant, he was just, like, he would swing and then also be just, just doing it as well. I was like, that's kind of cool. And I did like it how Miles saved, the kid or the parent or whatever it was.
It was the police captain.
The police captain,
And
yeah.
then that universe became fucked.
Yeah. But, like, if they can fix that, then why not just do that for everyone?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, why not? Like, if because they put down a bunch of devices, right? We never actually learned whether they saved the universe or not.
I don't think they did. I think they just, like, tried to slow it down or something. Because, like, remember he was saying that he tried it and then
Yeah, but
universe
he
got
didn't.
fucked.
He didn't have all the same things,
He
though.
didn't have the spider crew.
He didn't have the Spider Crew.
Maybe it's just like if it gets too big to contain.
Yeah, maybe if there's too many type of thing.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh, that's intriguing stuff.
Maybe they killed off the police captain behind them.
Yeah, maybe.
Back
They're like,
to
all
fix
right.
it.
Yeah, fix a kind of event. All right, mate, you
Murder
are-
Spider-Man.
Yeah, you dead. You dead, son. Maybe that's the vampire shit. Maybe he decides to go all vampire mode and just take someone out.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see Miles as Prowler.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I'm keen to
reveal.
see the one-on-one Miles Spider-Man versus Miles Prowler. That is going to be exciting.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see how it ends. When that third film comes out, I'm very keen.
It was coming out next year, but I think it might have been delayed.
Oh, of course. Well,
A lot of animators quit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said poor working conditions and all that.
Fuck me, man.
They work so hard. They made
Just reward your artists, bro. Like,
no. Writers are going on strike. Writers are artists. Feels like.
corporations, bro.
What do you think the future of filmmaking is going to be? I feel like too much corporate
It's
in it
just
at the
too
moment.
much corporate, not enough genuine interest and genuine love. Like, I found out earlier today that, the first Deadpool film, it's sort of going around everywhere that they blew most of their budget on the very first gun scene. And then they make constant references throughout the rest of the film with the fact they have no money. So they can't
that's why they
afford
left the guns in the cab.
They left the guns in the cab. They can't afford this. They can't afford that. And it's like that's cool. But it also just goes to show that film was so successful. Why? Because it had a dedicated team of writers and a dedicated acting
Well, I
crew.
had passion behind it.
Passion. There's passion. is what it
Ryan
is.
tried it.
Yeah.
Because it took what was it, 8 years before it got greenlit?
Really?
Yeah. So apparently the test footage leaked. Ryan and Tim, the director,
Yeah.
made test footage and then sat on a shelf for 8 years. And then
Wow.
someone leaked it and they got green light in 24 hours.
Wow. Because they were just like, this is so
yeah,
good.
everyone was so emailing them and
Yeah,
stuff.
just
and
like
then
release this goddamn film and
Yeah.
release it now. Well, yeah, and it just goes to show that they, a movie can put a crap ton of money into a film, and yeah, it'll be good for some, it'll be a decent film. But the best films can be made.
Passion always beats money.
Passion beats money every day of the week, and so that's what you need to return to. You need to stop just corporation profit hungry kind of things. You need to genuinely get people to write what they want to write. Give them something good. That's why I love Henry Cavill as an actor, because he's so dedicated to the source material,
Yeah.
right? Why would you be a part of a project that is just gonna fuck things up?
Yeah,
You know?
but it's also your livelihood.
Yeah, but I think that's also you're honor bound, right? It's like a code. You didn't want to keep all of those copyright videos up.
But the news is
They're gone. They're gone.
Babadoe is copyright free.
Copyright free. So watch this, and help us get monetized.
Yep, we
in
have
September.
and we have till September.
Yeah.
before I can reapply, and then we should be all green,
Yeah. All Gucci.
and then we can make this professional.
Yeah, make this a little bit better. But yeah, anyway, has it been 15 minutes?
Yes, it has.
Oh,
On to the news.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, we didn't. It's all right.
We
We
could've
were,
stopped at any time.
having a good
We're
conversation.
having a good conversation. All right. Well, that's the movie review.
That's the movie review.
So that was
On
good.
to the news.
The news, yes.
And welcome to the news.
So now, time for the news segment. And we'll make an intro.
Yep. All right.
Work in progress.
Do you have any news?
Do I have any news?
Yep. Personal, media, anything.
I wish you had asked me that before we started this segment, because I would have found some. Kick, new Twitch streaming. Now, I'm actually wearing my Streamlabs merch. Thank you, Streamlabs. This is what I do my Twitch streaming through. And you know, everyone's seen the new big moves from Twitch to Kick. The biggest male and the biggest female streamer have both been bought by Kick.
Yes, the biggest.
XQC and Amaranth. Is that what it is?
Amaranth.
Yeah. Which is pretty funny because I've recently started seeing more and more clips of hers, which is like, and all of the clips are of her recognizing why her fan base sticks around, which is for her personality.
Doesn't she? I saw in the interview. She said she gets more viewers when she sleeps than anything. When she wakes up, everyone leaves.
How sad. That would make me so sad, dude. But like, mate, hey, to be fair, free money.
Free
Make money while you sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
How good is
Literally making money while you
that?
sleep.
Yeah, that's a dub.
That is a dub.
Some people, bro, if you are watching someone sleep, grow up. Grow up and go to bed. Do something with your life, man.
Yep.
You know?
But yeah, $100 million for 2 years on Kick.
2 years. I'd take that.
I think anyone would. It's like the
I'd take
biggest contract.
NBA
in
contract.
sport, yeah.
Yeah.
Even he's getting paid more than LeBron, and he's doing more criminal.
The GOAT.
The GOAT,
Yeah.
and he's doing criminal things on their site that gets them in trouble.
Wait, criminal things? What's he been doing?
He streamed all of Batman, which got him into legal trouble because
I
that's
thought-
copyrighted.
Isn't anything... You told me just before that people could just stream movies
That's
and it
what
doesn't
I mean.
matter.
He's getting it. He's just doing it.
He's just doing it.
No legal ramifications are happening, but they went onto his stream and said, "Please don't do this." And then he did. What was the other one? He did Breaking Bad was his next
He
target.
did... Oh, Jesus
He did the whole
Christ.
series of Breaking Bad out
Yeah.
of spite.
Out of spite, why?
I don't know.
Just some reason. Well, yeah, that's very interesting. We were the Babadoe and I were actually discussing whether we check out Kick or not, and I reckon I might stream onto Kick once or twice,
I think I will too.
just test it out. But like, because as an
Because
affiliate,
Twitch just seems like they don't have their shit together.
yeah,
They're getting abandoned.
they do seem like it's a sinking. It does appear to be a bit of a sinking ship. Obviously, it's so much more popular and everything
The
else.
community and chat is better,
Yeah.
and there's a lot more.
It's a
people
larger,
there.
but you're more likely
But
to have people join in on Twitch, I think, because
Yeah.
there are more people just surfing around on Twitch.
Yeah, but then my argument is, if you're starting at the ground with Kick, if Kick's becoming a new big thing, starting it earlier than later
Yeah,
would pay off in the long run.
pay off in the long run, yeah.
But it's hard. There's
It
so
is.
many.
It
Competition's good for the industry.
Yeah, it is very true, and hopefully, because you were saying before how Kick has the 95 to 5% ratio of money,
then-
I would love that. That would be great. I would have earned
It's subs.
more money by now, if that was the case. But
That was the case.
50-50, actually, if that was the case, I probably would have earned like $20 by now.
Wow, shit. But isn't that advertisement? I think it's subs. So if someone subscribes to you, Twitch only gives you 50%.
Subs,
Kick give you 95%.
yeah. Sub or advertisements, it's the same.
It's the same.
Actually, but you can get it upgraded to 70-30% if you run more ads. So if you run
Yeah.
if you run even more ads than the minimum, then you can get bumped up to a 70-30,
Really?
which I don't know if I hit. because my ads are just run automatically.
Yeah, so you don't have any control.
So I have no idea. Like I'll be looking at the screen and then someone will type in chat, I'm in an ad. I'm like, fuck, sorry, my bad.
I didn't mean to.
I'll stop what I'm doing now and I'll give you guys a second to come back.
That's kind of sad. Yeah, all right, ad break. I'll go get a water.
Ad break.
30 seconds.
See you guys in a tick. Enjoy your ad about Optus. Like, I don't know.
Oh, God, the Optus ads.
Yeah. But yeah.
In other news, Smosh is
Yes.
returned to the owners officially. Anthony has returned to its rightful owners.
I do remember seeing the, seeing sort of a news article about it. And I didn't really care, I'm going to be real.
Oh,
like,
not nostalgic for you?
Not super. Like, I think I probably watched a Smosh video here and there, but I don't think it was ever something I religiously...
I just remember
into.
watching it in year 5. I wasn't religiously to it, but I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then when the whole...
What did they even make?
They just made comedy videos.
Like
if
the
video
sketches.
games was real.
Oh, yeah, right. No, because they were...
But they were early days.
They're kind of similar to...
Whoa, what happened there, bro?
kind of similar to College Humor, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It was kind of
But
similar
it was just-
stuff.
It wasn't... It was just those two, though.
Yeah, so it's just the two of them. Interesting. I might have to watch a Smosh video just to get myself back into it and see what it's like. But who knows? Good to see him back in the driver's seat. I
So
guess.
yeah, they went to Defy in 2011, then, which was a Defy Media.
Oh, right.
So they sold their
was like,
brand.
What are you talking about? Who are they defying, you know?
No, it's the history.
Yeah.
They weren't making money. Defy took over, and then basically pushed them too hard. They had to do a movie, comic book. They were working like 100 hours a week, 100 to 80 hours a week. They didn't see much of that. They didn't have a social life and stuff like
That's
that.
horrific.
And then 2017, Anthony left, which was the whole half of it. He's like, yeah, I couldn't just take it too much.
Yeah.
And then Defy went debunk. They like just ran out of money and just had to declare bankruptcy. And so they were left without an owner. Then Rhett and Link came in. And now, officially, they bought it back.
Working people 80 to 100 hours a week will do that to you, I think. So get shit on.
But like having an IP returned to an owner, the co-founders of it, is pretty impressive.
An IP? What is that? What's the...
Like the Smosh brand. You don't see a brand go back once the creator sells something off.
It doesn't often go back to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hopefully it succeeds for them. Hopefully.
I think it will. I think they got their new groove. They've got more
Yeah.
relaxed and...
Yeah, a bit more relaxed. They don't have to work as hard as they do anymore.
No.
They're cruising
They've
off
got
of their...
full crews and stuff, but I think
Nice.
it should be a bright future.
Yeah.
In other news, Superman's been cast.
Yep. Budget Henry Cavill. I don't know what his name is.
Really look
I don't know what his name is off the top of my head, but he literally looks like a skinnier Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Same
but
hairstyle and everything.
He does fit Superman, though.
Well, you look, yeah. Well, I think the reason he fits Superman is because he looks like Henry Cavill.
Yeah, but he's also younger. He's got longer hair.
But does Superman always kind of had short hair?
Yeah, but he always had the quirl.
It's the
curl.
Did you say the quirl?
The quirl.
The quirl. There's a quirl with a Q. Q-U-R-L. Quirl. It's French.
But anyway, I think that would do good. What do you think of the
that'd be
James
interesting.
Gunn reboot idea?
The what? I don't know what the idea is.
Well, James Gunn's basically new Kevin Feige for DC.
Okay.
So that's him rebooting, starting again from the ground
Oh,
up.
Jesus. They do that with superhero films all the time. The only one that you can do that with is Spider-Man. You know, you can only do the same trilogy multiple times if it's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Everyone else, take your time, brother.
I
Take your
think
time.
since he's writing it,
You don't have an Iron Man-averse.
no, but since he's writing it and he's like taking charge of all projects,
Yeah.
I think there'll be a little more passion with it.
Maybe a
He
bit more
seems-
consistency as well.
Yeah, after finishing Guardians 3, which was pretty good.
Yeah. I still haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen Guardians
good
3.
too.
Yeah. Heard the soundtrack was pretty decent, but I'll have to double check. Is that news?
Yep, I reckon that's news.
All right.
Do you have any other news?
I don't have any other news for this week. But yeah, that's the news segment. What's the next segment?
The Reddit stories.
So
what's the goal with this segment?
the goal with this segment is going to be a whole bunch of different things. What I've got here is a question, and we're just it's gonna give us a thing. I'll let you answer it, and then I'm going to give you some of the answers that Reddit has given us. So, here's a question.
All right.
What is very hard to get and very easy to lose?
What is very hard to get and what is easy to lose? I'll say muscle.
Muscle. Oh, okay.
Like,
Honestly, especially naturally.
yeah,
like
naturally
without the
getting
use
muscle.
without the use of anything
tren
else.
or any of the gear.
Give me the creatine.
But I reckon
With no prime.
no problem.
Without my stupidly. You know what I still have? A bottle of prime in my
I
fridge.
still have my bottles of Prime. I haven't touched them.
I haven't touched them.
Okay. Attachment to the news segment. I've
Yep.
seen them everywhere now. They haven't sold
They
out
haven't
again.
sold out again. Yeah.
So either they've catched on or they're just not as popular. Caught on. Sorry.
It's alright. I got you.
People have caught on that.
He almost
it's
did it
not-
again.
yeah.
You caught yourself. God,
Go
why did
fuck
I
yourself.
snort? Anyway. But yeah, no, there were a bunch of blokes. Anyway, that's a tangent. We're not going to go into tangents.
Alright.
We're past tangents now.
Past tangents.
Alright, some of the answers that I've got here.
Okay, I'm going with muscle.
You're going with muscle. Some of the answers I've got here are intelligent life and a stable biosphere.
Okay, thanks Reddit.
Now it's just
Intelligent what?
Trust.
Trust is.
Someone said trust. Very hard to get, very easy to lose. That's very true.
I could say it's easy to get sometimes.
Yeah, depending on the person.
Yeah, some people are really trusting.
Some people trust
This is why,
very.
this is why scams work half the time.
So you are a Nigerian prince. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you need money?
At my age, an erection.
Poor bloke.
Poor bloke. Feels bad. Feels bad. The replies to that are at my age the opposite. Very easy to get, very hard to lose. A direction.
A direction.
When you lose an erection, isn't it a direction? Depends which way it's pointing.
What the
What
fuck?
the fuck?
Alright, this is getting...
Very hard to get, very easy to lose. Money. Except the next comment is money comes and goes. I don't really agree with money.
Yeah.
It's not very hard to get.
You just
It's very
get a
easy to
job.
lose,
You
for
just
sure.
Get a job or...
Yeah, it's very easy to lose for sure.
Yeah, but it's not hard to get.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, maybe okay if
for
they
some people, maybe.
if they changed it to a stupidly large amount of money, yes, very hard to
But
get a
then,
stupidly large
you
amount of
could
money.
say, what about different countries? Like
But-
third world countries.
but at the end of
money
the-
is hard to get there.
Well, I guess you could.
Maybe we're speaking
if you
from a
changed it from
privileged
things with value.
perspective.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Lottery winnings, apparently. There you go.
Easy to lose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like. I mean, what would you do if you won a $50 million lottery?
Reinvest it. Pretty boring.
But see, that's the safe thing. Would you end up destitute? Probably not.
No. Maybe I'll just spend 10 mil.
Ooh, this one has no replies, but about 200 upvotes. Love.
That's deep.
Damn.
No, I'm
That's
14.
deep.
and this is
I'm
deep.
14 and this is deep. Do I reply that?
Alright, so what's yours?
I'm 14 and this is deep.
Alright, what's yours?
Damn it. It's got my name on there. The next one, a muscular and fit body. He's done it. The Reddit knows.
I predicted. I'm
Reddit knows
part
what's
of
up.
the Reddit half mind.
One of them is sobriety. Hard to get, easy to lose. Alcoholism. Yeah.
Easy to gain.
Yes. So
Alright.
the thing filled in.
What's yours?
What's mine? What's a thing that's hard to get and easy to lose? I would say, hard to get, easy to lose. My keys after I've lost them. My car keys. You know, I can't find them, and then I find them again, and then I lose them again. It's just. Well, maybe my phone in case that's a similar thing. No, okay, a serious answer to that question. What's hard to get and easy to lose?
You're not wrong with keys.
No, I'm not wrong, but it's like a What kind of skill? I'm trying to think of like a skill that is. It's hard to achieve, but it's
Maybe
easy to lose.
skills.
Circus tricks,
Circus trip.
like juggling. You know, it's hard to become like a really, really good juggler. Like we're talking like lighting stuff on fire and juggling it. But if you don't do it for a while, you've now forgotten how to juggle those dangerous things. You can probably still juggle 3 balls. I can juggle 3 balls. You know.
I can barely do 3, but I can do it.
How many
If I had
balls
a
do
gun
you
to
juggle?
my head, I could.
Yeah, I could.
juggle.
You know. All right, what you got for me?
So mine is, what's an outdated fact that you were taught in school that has since been disproven?
Since been disproven.
I reckon this doesn't have to be school, but just like parenting as well.
Yeah.
A couple parenting things that have been told.
You can't have the light on in the car while you're driving.
I thought of that one
Yeah.
too. Mine one was carrots improve your eyesight.
Oh, do you know the history behind that?
What's the history?
So the history behind that is when the British invented radar in World War II, when pilots got caught or captured by the Germans for falling down, because the Germans are going, how the hell are you finding us so quickly? They say, well, we eat a lot of carrots. But what they were told to say, or maybe what the pilots were just told straight up, is they were just fed a lot of carrots, because carrots improve your eyesight. And so apparently, I mean, that might be wrong. It might be an urban myth, but maybe that's something that I'm wrong about and has since been disproven. But the way I understood that is that's what the British told their pilots to say when they got captured by the Germans.
Right. And then the Germans
To cover up radar.
Eat carrots.
So all of a sudden, Germans are eating carrots. Apparently, all that's going to happen if you eat a lot of carrots is your skin will turn orange.
Yeah, you don't want that.
And that is a fact. Wikipedia that.
Fungus.
Yeah.
Wikipedia that.
Yeah.
All right.
I won't let this fact be dictated by facts. I'm rich. I've got Mad Packs and Supermax.
We all know who went. Okay.
We all went down in that
We gotta
2008
finish that
election. Yeah, we
The
do.
part 2 of the epic raps.
We do have to finish that. But anyway, tangent over. Back into the Reddit.
Here's what Reddit has to say to that.
Mm-hmm.
The food pyramid. What good foods and bad foods?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the food groups is good. I mean, when they say food pyramid, what does that
It
mean?
just says the food pyramid.
Okay. Well, then never mind then. No, refuse to elaborate. Leaves. Giga Chad moment. Oh, sorry, my bloody mic.
Your bloody mic.
Alright, what you got for me? Anything else?
You can see the Great Wall of China from space.
Yeah, actually, that's
a good
a good one.
Taste bud zones on your tongue.
Taste bud zones.
Yeah. Didn't you get that? It's like your sweets, your sours, and yeah, I got that one.
I never got that.
Oh yeah.
I just knew taste buds were all over my tongue. So every time I burnt my tongue, I couldn't taste anything.
You won't always have a calculator in your pocket.
Oh yes, I will.
I'll prove you wrong.
I'll prove you wrong, baby. Oh Jesus.
What's that? Cracking your knuckles causes arthritis.
That's still debated.
That is still debated, but
At least by my family.
one
They keep.
person-
I can't do it right now.
I remember someone was like, did it on one hand. They just
Yeah.
cracked their knuckles every day, and they just said nothing's different.
Nothing's changed.
It's-
Yeah.
Because it's just air.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. Is just breaking the air.
Yeah. I think I can't remember what the actual anatomy and biology of it all
We're
is.
not doctors.
We're not doctors. This
We're
is
not
not.
professional.
This is not doctor approved. What else you got?
Oh, that was,
There's going to be more editing in this one because
you
we're
can
going to have to break
be
shit up.
anything you want when you grow up. That's a bit sad.
All around me
Come
are
on, guy.
familiar faces, worn
You
out
can succeed
places.
at anything you try hard enough.
Me with Twitch streaming.
I'm-
To be fair, have I actually tried that hard?
No, if
No,
you
but
went
it's a bit-
all out,
It's a bit different though, I think, with Twitch streaming because there's only so hard you can actually try.
you could just stream 24/7.
Yeah, but I actually don't think streaming 24/7 works. I think it's about the quality of the content. But you can't script things.
Yeah.
You probably can. I could do stuff that's like
I think what I said to you before is how you do it. Probably.
Yeah.
If you went real hog wild with it, is structure a YouTube video around it, but think of it as a video without editing.
without editing, yeah.
So you just got to think of a really cool idea that people would watch.
To be fair, it has kind of worked. When I did a Silica Twitch stream, and I was like doing an inventory only challenge, and I had people joining in, and like a couple of people joining in actually, and then we ended up having people join the multiplayer lobby that we were in. Like that was pretty sick. But yeah, it's like, intriguing. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could. Yeah. Anyway, that was a lot of waffle for basically me agreeing with you.
Yeah.
It's
There's not many good ones. They told us smoking one marijuana cigarette was equivalent to smoking 20 cigarettes and was 10 times more
sorry.
chaotic. That smoking one joint was worth as much as 10 cigarettes.
Wait, what's the question again?
What was school taught you that has been proven wrong?
Oh, that one joint is as bad for you as 10 cigarettes. Yeah, no, one cigarette is definitely worse for you than it.
It's time. The new feature of our video.
Yes!
Who will host next week's episode?
The battle for the hosting rights.
We have a challenge. What challenge is that?
Hold on. First off, challenge bond. Or intro to the challenges.
Fight!
Alright, now, what is the challenge for this week?
I challenge you. Thumb war.
Alright, we're doing a thumb war. Alright, hold on, we gotta frame this right. I reckon.
No, actually, we'll
I reckon
do
we
plank.
get up and do it in. Sorry?
Do plank.
Do a plank.
Yep, longest
Where
plank.
are we gonna.
I'll turn the camera there, and then you do plank across here.
Are we doing it at the same time?
I reckon we'll have a timer, and then how long you can last.
I think, surely we do it at the same time. Feet up here.
Alright, ready?
Hold on. If I come down like this, and then hold like that. Yeah, okay. That's for me. I'm sorted. Are you sorted? Alright, let me take this shit out.
Yeah. Yep.
Alright. So, the battle for the planking. Let's see how this goes. Alt tabbing.
We don't need to alt tab.
Actually, we don't even need to alt tab because you can't see the stupid thing. Alright.
Enjoy our crotches for a moment, but
Yeah, this is gonna be
this
great.
is a battle for hosting.
Battle for hosting.
Whoever can do the longest plank.
In the ready position, sir.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Battle great. When was the last time you did the plank? What's your record?
I don't know. I've never timed myself, and I always just like, I have to go for a minute. And I solve it.
Being responsible for
It's time
next
lapse.
week.
Yeah. Well, I was getting to choose who's responsible for next week.
I think it'll be camera mic next time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is just gonna be like a time lapse, so. Deep. Ah! No, see, mate.
Well, I'll be the host.
Well,
Tomorrow.
we get to choose who's the host, and I reckon I would be happy to take the win and host next week's or next podcast.
So you win.
I win.
You choose who.
So yeah, if you when you win the challenge, you get to choose who hosts. So if you don't want to host, you can give it to the other person. if you do want to host and you have, I don't know, something that you want us to do specifically, then you can do it. Like, you can take control of if we review something specific, maybe what we talk about, or like you can just choose the 4 topics, the 4 segments that we've been. So you guys have been introduced to 4 of our possible segments.
I hope you like this new format. I'm
Yeah.
pretty happy with it.
Yeah, this should be fun.
This is fun.
Yeah, it should be good. It's nice. It's punchy. Should be nice, and we'll be able to break up the video into to chunks as well.
All right. Congrats on the win,
Thank you, sir.
and see you next time hosting.
I will see you guys next time. I realize we didn't change this thing back, but it's fine. Yeah.
All right. Doesn't matter.
Welcome to OBS.
See you mates in the next one.
See you guys.